Flat Earth Dave may have just doxed his entire Flat Earth community. You see, Dave had just recently tweeted about his Flat Earth Clock app having surpassed 200,000 users. Quite a thing. He's been working hard to fool people into thinking that they should purchase that app for $3. That's a lot of money, Dave. Anyway, I was recently contacted by somebody that had downloaded, had gotten a decompiled copy of his entire app. And I got to say, it's a little interesting. It uses the Haversine formula. The Haversine formula is a trigonometric function to determine the distance across the surface of a sphere between 2 points on that sphere. It uses that to determine how far away people are in the Friend Finder app. That's right. Flat Earth Dave's Flat Earth app uses the globe to determine how far away you are from somebody. But that's not the really important thing. The important thing is that there's an API to do this, and in the decompiled application, you can see the endpoints for this API. And some other people have contacted me, and they have been experimenting with the API and have found out that it is possible to query the API without logging in the clear, without any effort at all, just by looking at one URL in your web browser. You can interact with the server side of Flat Earth Dave's app, the app that uses the globe. And I'm not gonna tell the details here. Anybody that's interested can go get a copy of the app, the decompiled app. It's not hard to find. They can look at the JSON endpoints for the API. Not hard to find once you have the app. And then go through that. And what you'll find out is that some of the calls will return user data for other users of the system. And I've been told that these calls return more data than is necessary. In fact, it seems that it returns all of the data for each of the users that gets as a result of the query. And by all of the data, I mean the latitude, longitude, the coordinates where the person is on the globe.
Oops.
And it includes the username and email address and password in the clear. That's right. The password in the clear. Flat Earth Dave, in his app, the people that trusted Dave enough to give them their password were foolish enough to trust Dave enough to give them their password, because Dave is such a fool that his app stores your password in the clear in his database. So if you used the same password when you signed up for Flat Earth Dave's app as you use somewhere else, something you should never do. But if you did do that, then the hackers can easily, with just typing in one URL, get your password. So this is a security problem. Let me just tell you, if you use the same if you use the same password on every website, that's a big mistake. Use a randomly generated 12 or more character password for every website. How are you going to remember that? You're not. Use a password manager. Anyway, this is bad news. Very, very bad practice. You never store passwords in the clear. You at least, old school, use a cryptographically secure hash. You should salt that hash. This is 30 years ago you should have done that. But today you should use a password-based key derivation function. These are freely available in any programming API. And I've looked at his app, and he uses several programming APIs. So the app certainly has free access to password-based key derivation functions, but he doesn't use it because Flat Earth Dave is a horrible person to trust with your private information, because Flat Earth Dave has leaked your password, your email address, your name, and your location on the globe. Dave, you should not be trusted to run an app. Delete the app right now. Well, I'm guessing that Dave will not be deleting his app on my prompting, so I'm going to ask both Apple and Android to remove his app from the App Store. He's horribly irresponsible with the data that he's been trusted with. This is not the first time that there has been some security problems with his app. Previously, he had unfettered access to the blue dot thing. That's where you can find your friend finder. You can find the other idiot flat earthers that have installed this app and given away their password to Dave to be published on the internet later. You can find these the other people. There was this flaw where you could just log into a website. You could get everything, all of the user data, location published on Google Maps. You know, the globe map. You could just look at where everybody else was on the Earth. But now it's even worse. It's not just their location that's once again published for free, unencrypted on the internet for everybody to see. But every one of his 203,793 users have their data out there, including their password. And how do I know that there's 203,793 users that have paid $3 to get his app? Wait a second. $3 times. Now, Apple and Android both take 30%. So that's over $420,000 he's gotten from this. Nice, Dave. Very well done. So that's why he probably won't be doing. Oh, wait a second. Why do I know this? Because if you go to the API endpoint, flatearthclock.com/public/API/get-count-new, it will tell you the count of how many people have the app. 203,793. Well, it'll probably change by the time maybe it'll go down, should go down. Hopefully it'll go down. Anyway, that's not the only way, of course, that he makes money with this, right? There is the Friend Finder app. You pay money, an annual fee of $11, which turns out, 30% gets taken. But how many people are paying the $11 annual fee? Well, I'm sure the API could answer that question and we could know for certain exactly how many people are paying and then figure out what Dave's take is per year. I have not done that. I have not been told what that is. I will leave that to whoever might do that. And if you do find out, hey, let me know. I'd be curious to know. Anyway, Dave, seriously, time to stop. Time to come clean. Now, Dave, we all know you're a scammer.
Dave's a moron. Dave's an app scammer. Dave just wants your money.
And you should stop it right now. You know the Earth isn't flat. You had a chance to go to Antarctica, and you turned it down because you knew what you would see. You knew you'd see the sun doing circles overhead 24 hours a day. I'm going to Antarctica to document it with some other flat earthers since Dave won't go because he knows the results. And he knows that it would have an issue selling more copies of his app. Well, his app should immediately stop now. Anyway, if you'd like to help me go to Antarctica to completely demolish future efforts by Dave, the Flat Earth Scammer.
Dave Weiss is a scammer.
And any other flat earthers, I have a GoFundMe that I'm working on. It's $40,000 total about for me to go. I'm over 22,000 already, so I'm getting very close. If you want to help, please do. And Dave, seriously, delete your app. One more thing I almost forgot. Now, of the 203,000 people that have had their data leaked, including their passwords and their location on the globe, if they wanted to maybe, get together and do a class action lawsuit or something like that. I don't have Dave's address, but Dave has Dave's address. And apparently it's really easy to just query the app to get Dave's location on the globe. So there you go. You can find Dave that way.
I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. And I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. Then I'm lying. Dave's a scammer. He's just selling his app. Dave's a scammer. He's trying to steal $3 from you for his app. Dave Weiss is a scammer. I'm a scammer. Dave Weiss is a scammer. He's just trying to sell his app. Dave's a scammer. Dave Weiss, the scammer. I'm a scammer. My app doesn't work. I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. I'm just trying to sell apps. I know the earth isn't flat. Dave's a scammer. I'm a scammer. Dave's a scammer. He's selling a useless app. I'm a scammer. Dave's a scammer. He's just selling apps. He doesn't believe the earth is flat. I'm the scammer trying to sell an app. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm giving you all this bullshit.